Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Matt here. Now today we're doing solar. So as you can see, I've just gone to Super Centre and bought probably the most mainstream solar panel out there. The King's 110 watt fixed solar. Now I've heard a lot of things that, you know, they're bad, they're good, whatever. But I'm gonna try it out, okay? Now this was on specials, like 90 bucks. You get this and you also get the mounting kit, which is sold separately. Tiny little box. But pretty much we're going to be putting these on the car, and hopefully it's mostly a plug and play system because they've now added, you can probably see here, they've added that you just plug it in, whereas before it was just 2 wires. But now they've put an Edison plug on the end, which is nice. And I bought a 3-meter cable of an Edison plug from King's, so I'll literally be able to bolt it on the roof, plug it in, just run it through the window and plug it into the DC-DC iTech World charger. So which has a built-in solar regulator, hence why that works. Okay, so in the little mounting bracket box, you just get your little 12-month warranty paper, and you get 4 of these brackets. Now I'll show you one. They look like this, and they've got a little sticky bit on the back you peel off, so you get 4 of those. And then you get 4 of these little plates. They have little threads in them, and then you also just get your nuts and bolts. Now there's quite a lot here, to be fair. There's spring washers, small washers and big washers, so there's obviously quite a few different ways of putting it in. So that's what you come with the mounting hardware. Another reason I went for this solar panel is because they obviously have the 160 watt as well, which is obviously a bit more money, but because of my roof rack for work, I use it quite a lot with like ladders and timbers on there. I kind of wanted as much space as I could, so obviously with this it's a bit more narrow. So I reckon I'm going to put it right near the MaxTrax on that side, because I'm constantly changing awnings and stuff. I don't want to have it overlap any of that, whereas the shove on the MaxTrax, that's permanent, that's not going to change, so I'm happy to bolt stuff over the top of that. And I just think it'll be sort of safe and out of the way as well. And hopefully the MaxTrax doesn't have too much of a shadow over it when the sun comes past, but I might just be overthinking it, it's probably fine. Alright, here's some of the information on the back if you need to read that, but that's all it really shows with on the back. And then it's just got the little spot where the Edison plug comes out of. So it's just your standard, I think it's a 50 amp Edison plug. Okay, so I'm just mounting it on the back now. I'm doing it a bit differently. I'm not using the big bolts, and I've used the big washer on top here, as you can see. And as you can see, these two are going outwards and this one's going inwards, because my Rhino rack, maybe if you have one at home you might find this useful, here to here it's 630, and that's the distance of my Rhino rack bars. There is a bit of tolerance, like see how it can move back and forth okay away on both sides, which is nice, but this is how I'm going to run it. So I'm going to have this one here, and I'll put that one on as well. And then yeah, these will just run in my slots on the rack. Okay guys, it's been like an hour or two, I swear, it's been so long. It's now almost 6 o'clock, but we finally got it done. So pretty much solar panels up here all mounted, and that's all solid. And then pretty much the plug runs under here, behind here into here. And to be honest, I'm actually not happy. It looks quite chaotic and messy. I just tried to zip tie sort of down this channel here. If I could have my time again, I'd probably just get a 12 volt box in a car. I don't think I'm ever going to do a battery box again. But this is on. It's on solar priority at the moment. And then yeah, it's on the lithium setting. So right now it's taking in charge from the panel and it's putting it into the battery, which is nice. And then pretty much all the Edison plugs are connected up to the car correctly. And then what I'm doing now is I'll start putting this sunshade back in the window while trying to fold all these cables in neatly, and then we'll plug the fridge in and it should just run. So that's the idea. And if we come up here, this is how I've mounted it, so it's kind of good looking. So from here to here is kind of timber space, and then in here these brackets, they kind of go underneath. See if I can show you. Yes, it's kind of like that, so they kind of go underneath, which is pretty sneaky. And then these ones are like your normal way, they're on top. And the reason I did that was so it could fit within the rails. I didn't have to do any drilling or grinding, which is good. So yeah, the Max Trax will still fit on there, no worries. And as you can see, the panel is getting direct sunlight on it right now. And yeah, it's always going to be getting topped up, which is a good feeling. Pretty happy with the wires, they're pretty hidden. And I guess when you're in the back, like, you can just see it, but you know, it's not too bad. And all my indicators are right there, so I can read them, which is nice. Okay guys, well that's it for the solar install. Hope you enjoyed. That's my experience of installing this panel. And yeah, hopefully it goes the distance and get a few years out of it, at least 2 would be great. It does have the 1-year warranty, so even if it was before that, we'd get the refund. But yeah, super stoked with it. And yeah, hopefully this will just keep the fridge running for as long as I need it to. And the battery will always be topped up, which is the most important thing. So thanks for watching guys. Catch you next time on Built Prado.